Hello everyone and welcome to a new video series on this channel, and this series is going to be a full course on how to lose fat, and you might end up looking like, for example, the David from Michelangelo or the female equivalent. I'm going to teach you exactly how to do it yourself. It's going to be a fat loss self-coaching program, meaning instead of me telling you exactly what to do, because I don't know you personally, I cannot make a program for every individual. Instead, I'm going to teach you the knowledge so you can coach yourself to lose all the fat. Alright, so now you might think, who am I to tell you anything about fat loss? And that's a great question. Well, here we have a picture of my transformation a couple of years ago. On the left, I just had a little layer of fat. I had some muscles, I was working out, but you couldn't really see it. And after I lost about 14 kilograms, yeah, it took a lot, you can see what was underneath, a lot of muscle. And for most people, actually just losing a bunch of fat will bring out their muscles, and it will look like they gained a lot of muscle, but actually they just lost some fat and it showed the muscle they already had. So just losing some fat can make a great transformation. So this is what I looked like last summer. As you can see, I kept my level of leanness and I just gained a little bit of muscle in the meantime because I kept training. And for me, it's very easy to keep this level of leanness the whole year around without putting in a lot of effort. I'm not really hungry, I eat a lot of food, and still I can keep this level of leanness. And I will teach you exactly how I'm able to do that so you can do that as well. So, a general introduction of the fat loss self-coaching program. Now, why do most fat loss programs not work? Well, usually they are very restrictive. They will tell you cannot eat this food, you cannot eat that food, you can only do this, you can only do that. And as a result, people find them really hard to follow. But also, when they finally have results, they go back to their old habits and they regain all their weight. They go back to their old habits because they hate the sort of lifestyle that they are prescribed by the fat loss program. The second is that you're dependent on the program and the coach. So most people that follow a fat loss program, they are being told exactly what to eat, exactly how to exercise by a program or a coach, but they don't really understand why they do it. They don't really understand the principles behind it. And as a result, as soon as they finish the program, as soon as they are done with the coach, they don't really know what to do, easily fall back into old habits, and often regain the weight. And finally, many programs are a one-size-fits-all program, meaning they require you to eat a certain way and train a certain way, but it might totally not fit with your lifestyle. And as a result, for many people that buy one-size-fits-all program, it's actually not that easy for them to implement it in their lifestyle. And as a result, they usually don't get any results. So all of these issues are going to be fixed in this program. Now, by the end of this course, so that's the whole course, it will be multiple videos, you will know exactly how to get lean without needing a coach. You're going to be able to coach yourself. You're going to know how to stay lean forever. We're going to learn you the principles, sort of the lifestyle that is going to allow you to stay lean the entire year without much effort. It's going to actually fit into your lifestyle, and I'm going to teach you how. You're also going to get the tools to do it all over again if you ever have to, and you're going to have the knowledge and tools to help others achieve the same. You can literally copy my tools, my methods, and help others achieve fat loss, because my only goal is to have as many as possible people being at a healthy body weight. Of course, we will go over nutrition, exercise, supplements, and biohacks, and also frequently asked questions when it comes to weight loss. Now let's get into the meat of the program. And this video is going to contain only part 1. So part 1 of the fat loss self-coaching course is setting up a strategy. Very important. So by the end of this video, you will have a weight loss goal. You will know how long it will take you to reach that goal. And you will know how much weight you need to lose each week to reach this goal. All of this knowledge is also in the ebook. So all of the things that I'm going to teach you in this course are also written down in an ebook, and the ebook you can get for free, and I'm going to show you real quick how to do that. So in the description of this video there will be a link to my Gumroad store, and on my Gumroad store you will be led to this page which says Fat Loss Self-Coaching, and the ebook can be downloaded here. You can choose the one that says $0. You can fill in a 0 here, very fair price, and you can say I want this. And when you click this, you will probably be asked for your email address, and when you finally fill all of that in, you will get access to those downloadable resources. One is the Fat Loss ebook, and the other is the Fat Loss Calculator and Tracking Sheet, which I will show you later how to use that. So, alright, back to the video. So the first thing we have to do when we embark on a fat loss journey is set a goal. And we need a goal for a couple of reasons. First, setting a goal allows us to make an estimation about how long it will roughly take to lose the fat. This is important because some people want to lose fat or get in shape before a certain date. So you kind of want to know how long is it going to take, right? Next, you can keep track. Keeping track is important, especially when it comes to seeing your progress, because seeing progress is usually a big motivator for me. And so motivation is important. And thirdly, we need to have something to look forward to. So goal weight doesn't really make sense. Usually people, when they go on a fat loss journey, they say, I want to weigh this amount. But that doesn't really make sense because weight is not just fat, it's also muscle. So for example, if you lose 5 kilograms of fat, but you gain 5 kilograms of muscle, you actually didn't lose any weight. But of course you will look a lot better. And how we look like is actually what we care about, right? And this is more determined by body fat percentage. Now, when we talk about body fat percentage, usually people think about these kinds of machines. These are the sort of machines that you can buy at a supermarket, a sports store, or you can find in a gym. And they are supposed to measure your body fat percentage with some electrical current, but usually they are very, very inaccurate. In fact, you can probably use one machine and it will say your body fat is 20%, and then use another machine and it will say something completely different. And as a result, these machines are very unreliable. And if I were you, I would completely avoid them. Instead, we're going to use these sorts of charts to determine our body fat percentage. So we have one for males and we also have one for females. Now you might say, isn't that inaccurate too? And yes, it is, but at least it is stable. We have a picture here. We can just look in the mirror and kind of compare how we look like with this picture and sort of say, okay, this is where we are at. But this machine, you know, one time it might say 20%, next day you have sweaty hands and it says 25%. It's super unreliable, we cannot work with it. So we work based on looks, and also looks is really what we care about, not about the number on the screen. So we're going to work with charts. That is about the most accurate we can get without making things really complicated. Now we have these charts, we're able to set a goal, and I'm going to show you how to do that using the Excel calculator. So as I showed you earlier, if you use the link in the description, you can sign up for free, get access to these downloadable resources here, and you will also have access to this fat loss calculator and tracking sheet. And that fat loss calculator and tracking sheet looks like this when you open it. Now the only thing you need to do is fill in green fields, and the rest I will explain. So for me, currently I weigh about 96 kilograms, body fat percentage is around 15%, and I want to lean down to 10%. So that is what you need to fill in for yourself. What is your starting weight, your current body fat percentage, and your goal body fat percentage? Now, your current body fat percentage, it doesn't exactly have to be this guy, for example. If you feel like you're somewhere in between, just make an estimation. Best guess is good enough. Now, based on just these values, we can already calculate how much fat or how much weight you're going to have to lose. Now, unfortunately, when you lose 1 kilogram of weight, usually it's not 100% fat. You're always going to lose a little bit of muscle too. This is inevitable. Now, we can use some techniques to sort of minimize muscle loss, and I will teach you later what those techniques are. But generally speaking, in the worst case, if you lose 1 kilogram, it's going to be about 75% fat and 25% lean mass, which includes muscle. In the best case, we can change that to 85% and 15%. Now, I just use these numbers to sort of make an estimation of how much weight you have to lose in the best case and in the worst case to achieve your desired look. So now I know that I am going to have to lose about between 6 to 7 kilograms. And the next question I have to answer for myself is, how fast do I want to lose this weight? And here we see several percentages. You might ask, where do you base these percentages on? Well, these percentages are based on this scientific study. So there is this scientific study that's called Achieving an Optimal Fat Loss Phase in Resistance Training Athletes. And what they recommend here is that caloric intake should be set based on a target body weight loss of 0.5 to 1% a week to maximize fat-free mass retention. What that means is that they recommend to lose about 0.5 to 1% of your body weight per week to minimize the loss of muscle and maximize the loss of fat. So that is also the percentages that I used right here. So there are different weight loss rates you can choose. Low is 0.5, medium is in between, and high is 1%. And if you really need to lose your fat really fast, you could choose 2%. Now, these are just 4 options, and you can choose whichever one you like. So if you choose the low option, then for me, that would mean I have to lose about half a kilogram per week. And if you choose the high option, it's double, almost 1 kilogram per week. In the next section, it calculates how long it will take for me to reach my goals based on the weight loss rate that I chose. So if I choose a high weight loss rate, it's going to take me 8 weeks to reach my goal. And that means I'm going to reach my goal on Sunday, June 9th, 2024. So based on these dates, you can also pick your weight loss rate. Say, for example, you really want to be lean for summer, you want to be lean before you go on holiday in July, then you have to pick either the medium or the high rate to achieve that. That is really how you use this calculator. Now there's another section down here that we will talk about later, but it's really easy. You just have to fill in those 3 values and you will already know how much weight you have to lose in total, how much weight you have to lose per week, and how long it's going to take based on how fast you want to lose that weight. So is it that easy? Yes, it is. So you have a weight loss goal now, body fat percentage to aim for. You know how long it will take you to reach that goal based on how fast you want to lose weight. And you know how much weight you need to lose each week. So we already, just by filling in this easy calculator, have all of these parts of our strategy figured out. So in the next video, I'm going to talk about how to succeed with this strategy, and I hope to see you there. If you like this video, leave a like. If you want to see more of this, subscribe to the channel so you will see the other videos appear in your feed. And thank you so much for watching. This is going to be a full course. All of the videos are going to be on YouTube, so stay tuned for that, and see you later.